Have you ever wanted to be able to get on top of the nether roof in Minecraft so you can create massive, awesome farms just like this gold farm here? Or like this magma cube farm here? Or maybe so you can also build super fast transportation like a piston bolt or ice boat roadways on the roof. Or perhaps maybe you just want to make a giant hole in the roof for a super cool looking nether hub. Well, regardless, if any of those apply to you, then go ahead and stick around. I'm going to show you how to break bedrock and get on top of the nether roof. Hello everybody, Cyberbird here and welcome back to another Redstone video. Today I'm going to be showing you the best way to get on top of the nether roof as well as breaking the bedrock once you're up there for easy access both up and down. So the first thing you want to do is go to the nether. And once you are in the nether, depending on where you're spawning, it could be unlucky like this, you could be a little bit luckier. Well, regardless, all you need is a couple of ladders, a couple of ender pearls, and then you want to make sure you have obsidian and a fire charge or flint and steel with you, something to light a portal once you're up there, because once you're up there, unless you have the materials to break the bedrock, then you're kind of stuck. And if you want to go ahead and bring the materials for some bedrock breaking with you while you go to the roof, all you need is a bunch of pistons, a bunch of TNT, some trapdoors, some levers, and a bunch of just solid blocks. Doesn't have to be andesite, just any solid block. And once you are here, go ahead and find a nice spot in the netherrack and go ahead and start punching upwards. If you're in survival, I suggest you staircase up very cautiously because lava is a nightmare and flows very fast nether. Obviously, I'm in creative, so I can just go straight up. I do not recommend just going straight up in survival, but just go ahead and go up once you hit the bedrock. Once you've hit bedrock, what you need to do is you need to start breaking blocks around you until you can find a bedrock that says on the right side of the screen right there. Right there, it says looking at block or targeted block, and it has to be Y127. And right here next to where I pull it up, I actually got lucky. There's a 127 bedrock right here. So as you can see on the right side of my screen, I have the coordinates for that block. Write those coordinates down so that if you want to break the bedrock later, you have the coordinates written down and you don't have to mess around and guess wrong and all that kind of stuff. But to go ahead and get on the roof, all you got to do is pillar up to the bedrock, so it's just the bedrock right on your roof, on your head like that. And then go ahead and place 2 ladders just right in front of you, and then climb the ladder, or try your best to climb the ladder, and then just throw an ender pearl, and you will clip into the bedrock, and then you just go ahead and jump. And then you can build your portal and light it as you need. And if I just jump through the portal, as you can see, I will go ahead and pop out in the overworld. Now, if you were to go through this portal again, you would come out on your in the nether portal. So if you want to just link a portal from your overworld to the roof, all you got to do is just go ahead and break this one, and then you have to get all the way back up to the roof again with another ender pearl. And once you get up here, just find where you were, and then just climb the roof, and then throw an ender pearl again, and then you can just go through the portal. You'll come to the overworld, and then if you go back, you're on the roof again. So just like that. Let's just say you're not satisfied with just being able to have access to the roof and a portal up there. Let's say you actually want to break the bedrock so you can go up, down, through the roof, just easy as that. Well, I'm going to show you these top 5 ways of breaking the bedrock. Now, I do have to warn you, this one right here will work in just regular vanilla Minecraft. However, all the rest of these will either require you using the Tweakeroo mod or using an Autoclicker that works outside of Minecraft because of the timing. If you're not really interested in how all this bedrock breaking works, you just want to go ahead and skip ahead to how to do these things, go ahead and skip to the next chapter. But if you would like to know how this stuff works, I'm going to explain it to the best of my abilities. So, for example, if I'm just going to go ahead and build the most basic bedrock breaker real quick. So what happens is that the game of Minecraft cannot handle multiple things at the exact same time. It handles things very close to the same time, but not actually in the exact same moment. So it has different update orders. So when you flick this lever, it will activate both of these TNT in the exact same tick, but this one has a higher priority in the update order. So basically what that means is this one will blow up and blow up the power source, being this lever. Now in the very next tick, while the piston is still retracting, this TNT right here will blow up the piston. And what makes the bedrock break is that you place a piston on the block at the exact moment that the piston gets destroyed, and then the game, while we're trying to retract the piston, adds the updates of the retracting piston to the new piston you placed, which was facing downwards. Well, the piston has a piston arm, which then extends into the bedrock, which then kind of overrides the bedrock into a piston arm, and then the game realizes that the piston shouldn't be facing downwards and replaces it facing upwards, but the bedrock still gets replaced with then air. So for this first one, which is this one right here, this will break one bedrock at a time, and you can do it in pure just vanilla survival Minecraft. So all you need to do is place whatever block you want. Let's just say, I'm just going to pull it over here, I'm not actually breaking any specific bedrock. Let's just say you want to break this bedrock right here. Go ahead and place a piston facing upward on the block that you're trying to break. Place a block of obsidian next to it, and then a solid block above it with TNT on the face of the piston, and then next to the obsidian block, place a lever here and a trapdoor just like that, and then you want to close it and open it and make yourself into crawl mode. Then you want to come over here into your controls, rebind right click to any button on your keyboard. Like for example, I'm using caps lock. This allows you to press the key faster. So what you're going to do is once you flick the lever, you're just going to come over here, and I'm just going to show you real quick. So you flick the lever, and then you want to come over here and then hold down that key binded button on that very corner of the obsidian, and as you see, the piston is facing upwards, which means the bedrock is gone. Now we're going to move on to the next designs, and all of these are going to require you either using the Tweakeroo mod or the Autoclicker like I said. This first one right here is going to actually show you how to break two bedrock at once. So you want to place on the two bedrock that you want a piston facing upward and then a piston facing across just like this. Two solid blocks above it, TNT here, which the piston arm will catch, and then on top of this block that's going to get pushed up. Then go ahead and just place a lever there and a block next to this block here and a trapdoor just like this. Now what we want to do is flick the lever. Actually, you can also do this if you trapdoor yourself, and then you can catch the very edge of the hitbox lever. You can activate it, and then you want to aim for the very corner of that piston right there. As you can see, the pistons are in the exact same way that they were before, which means the bedrock is broken just like that. And just to show you that a little bit better, where you need to aim. So once you're down, I'm using without TNT. What you want to do is aim for that very pixel on you want to aim for one of these 4 pixels on the back of this piston just like that. So as you can see, you stand right here, you can aim just right there, and then once it goes off, that should work for you. Now, depending on the circumstance, if you're digging a hole through the nether roof, you could come across situations where you just can't break the bedrock down, you have to break it from a different direction. Well, I have 2 designs here to break bedrock actually from the side. So the first one you want to do is just place a piston on the back, with the back on the bedrock that you want. Place a solid block above it, the TNT next to it, a lever, and then a TNT on top of the lever just like this. Now for this one, if you're doing this in survival, you will have to have blast protection 4 armor. You don't need the chest plate, you can have your elytra on, but you have to have at least the other 3 on blast protection or else you will die. Now just go ahead when you flick the lever, turn on your Autoclicker Tweakeroo, and then you want to face and just place on the piston head just like that, and as you saw, the bedrock is gone. So when you're aiming, don't do that. So when you're aiming for it, you just want to aim for the back of the extended piston head, and when that explodes, it will break the bedrock. So the second design for breaking bedrock from the side, you're going to go ahead and start with a piston the same way, then place a TNT directly on the piston with 2 solid blocks right here, and then a TNT on the second solid block. Then you want to place a lever here, and again, you need blast protection for this. Flick the lever, and then stand right here, and the exact same thing, aim for the back of the piston head. And just like that, the bedrock is gone once again. Now let's just say you want to break bedrock upwards. You know, this is really handy if you're going from kind of like in the nether to above the nether, you can break bedrock upwards. Also just some niche case scenarios in the overworld as well, whatever you have to do. If you have to break bedrock upward, this is how you can do it. Place a piston just like that again, a solid block here, and then a solid block with a 1 block gap just like this. TNT here, and then a lever right here. So now in this one, you have to be very careful. Place 2 solid blocks right here. Again, you have to have blast protection 4 on. Go ahead and flick the lever, come over here, and you want to aim through that gap onto the head of the piston, just like that. And once again, the bedrock is gone. Well, that is pretty much it for showing you guys how to break the bedrock. I will leave imager links, actually not schematic links today, because I don't really think you need schematic downloads for this. I'll just leave pictured links in the description, so if you guys need to check these out, but I will also fly by each one of these. So if you want to pause the video and take screenshots or whatever, you are more than welcome to. But that is going to be it for this video. So if you guys did enjoy, please go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace.